All right, Max. So again, like you said, starting out today, you're hitting it pretty well with your irons and everything, but the driver is not going as well as you'd like. But I want you to appreciate that almost always, like I said, wherever you go, there you are. That iron swing will be pretty much the same thing as the driver swing. And again, when you're catching this driver real solidly with this swing, it goes about 210 to 220 in the air, so that's totally fine now for the next few weeks. For the last couple of weeks of your JV season, that's totally fine. And again, once you got back into your normal routine a little more here, your normal comfortable routine, all the bad misses went away. Okay? So I think that's totally fine for right now. Again, in the long run, we're not going to want you to swing like that, neither one of us. But for right now, the next few weeks, last couple of weeks of the JV season, I think it's totally fine because you're doing some of these beautiful things over here, buddy. From this face-on angle, it's helping you play fairly decently the last few weeks, because it's nice and compact. The driver swing and the iron swing. And your arms and shoulders are together quite well. Right through there. Your arms and shoulders are together quite well instead of seeing those arms getting all curvy through there. And your feet are on the ground pretty well with the driver and the iron. So those things, buddy, are helping you miss it a lot better. You're much more solid, and the misses are much better overall. And then every once in a while, you're hitting it, obviously, as always, right on the button and hitting it a real good shot. And then with the irons, with those 3 wedges for right now, again, you were saying 120. You said you had a pretty good idea of it. I said, what is it? And you said, well, roughly, it's, and I said, no, what's the one number for each of those 3 wedges? Full swing. And you said, okay, 120, 110, and 85. But what we just went out there and found out, and again, that was a pretty good smattering because you hit some, you missed some a little bit, and you hit a few, 2 or 3 real solidly with each club. So I'm saying it's actually 120 or 180. And on short par 4s and par 5s now, you can know that, and anytime you need to pitch out to a certain distance, you know, you'd rather, you know, and again, you missed them pretty well. You missed a couple greens there, but most of them you hit the green, or if you did miss the green, you left the chip anyway. So for right now, that's not too bad stuff, but you can see how that can improve dramatically. Again, you know, if little B caddy was out there, you know, he'd be 6, 8, 10, 12 feet from all 3 of those distances. And would have missed, if he hit 27 balls, 3 9-ball drills up there, he would have missed the green. Maybe once or twice. At worst, 2 or 3 times. Probably once or twice, he'd probably do a lot of 27 batches out there and not miss a green. That's good work there, buddy.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlands. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the stimp meter, 10.5 on the stimp meter, and 12.5 on the stimp meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn at a certain field in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter! Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.